Okay, good morning, grade 6. Let's see who's here. Hopefully you've all posted on the Teamy post, just to say that you are present. I think there's only maybe 4 or 5 of you, perhaps some of the others are still asleep. I can see I've got Aaron, I've got Minji, we've got Nushka, Dominic. Luke, Malcolm, for the moment. Okay, so we're just going to get started, and the others who are late can hopefully catch up on what they missed. So, good morning, thanks for being here. So we're just going to kind of read through the schedule for today on the Teamy post, and then I've got a couple of little tasks for you to do today, and then we're going to meet into small groups using the document that I shared with you, and just have a quick discussion about a quick introduction, and then that will be it for today. So first thing to do, if you haven't done so already, if you go to point 2 on the Teamy post, you'll see there is a document called Remote Learning, Middle School Mathematics with Mr. Donahue. And the first thing you will need to do is to make sure you open that document and have a little read through. And you'll have some time to have a proper read in a minute. What I'd like everyone just to do, just to show me that you have that document and you've bookmarked it, that's the little star up there, is if you go down to the bottom, you should see that there are a load of links and a load of groups. And there's 4 groups and everyone is in one of those 4 groups. So just to show me that you have read it, can everyone open that document, go down to the bottom, and then in the little chat here, could you just post the number to show what group you're in? So if you're in group 1, 2, 3, or 4, if you can just post that here so I can see that you've read that document. I'll just give you a little bit of time just to quickly do that. And then we'll go from there. First one, Aaron, and number 1, fitting. This will hopefully give the rest of us a bit of time to catch up if we haven't quite logged in yet. Lovely emojis here. So keep looking that up, and let's just, the rest of us just going to move on. So today there's quite a lot of information, and it'll be really useful today if you keep yourself organized. And in the Teamy post, there are some links which I want you to bookmark, and there's some things which I want you to make copies of. And if we can do that today, it's going to help us keep organized for the next 3.5 weeks. So there's 2 things which you need to make sure you have copies of today. The first is the unit guide, and that's going to be updated every lesson with like new things. So what you need for that lesson will be added to the end of the document. So this is one you need to bookmark but not make a copy of so that it continues to update. Obviously the link is on the Teamy post. So if you just go to the Teamy post, look for where it says guide, and everybody just open and make a bookmark of that document. If you're not sure what it looks like, okay, it opens up and it looks something like this. Okay. So like I said, this is going to be the first thing we're going to use each lesson, and that's going to basically tell you what you're learning, and it's going to give you the notes. We're going to go through some examples together at the start of each lesson, something like this. But obviously less of me just telling you to bookmark things. And those notes in the guide will be basically there for you to follow along as you go through to make sure that you're hopefully understanding what it is that we're doing. So you've got the guide. The next thing to make sure you've got is the slides, and that's the next link on the Teamy post. So the slides are the ones you need to make a copy of. every lesson, there's going to be one slide for you to complete. Okay, so today is obviously our first lesson, so there's no slide to complete today. But after today, every lesson there'll be one slide to complete based on the work we're doing during that lesson. Okay, so you need to make a copy of the slides. Make sure that when you make a copy, in the title, you put your name. Okay. Then once you've got a copy of those slides, the third thing to do is you need to submit those. Lucas, if you go to the Teamy post, point 2, there is a document which contains all the groups in it. Please go to that document. So once you've got the slides and you've made a copy with your name in, and all that, then what you can do, what you need to do, is you then need to go back to Teamy and you're going to submit these to the unit assignment. Now, the idea being, once you've submitted these, so the moment you can make a copy, they're blank, you submit them, and then each lesson, you're going to be filling in one slide, and then that will update. And by the end of the assignment, there's 9 slides to fill in. We do 1 per day. After 9 lessons, obviously that should be completed, and then I'll be able to see in the assignment under your name, your 9 slides all filled in. Okay. So what you need to do, I'll just low tech it for you. So you're on Teamy, okay, and then you go to the materials. Once you go to materials, you go to the bottom, and there should be an assignment, and you're going to go onto that assignment and you're going to submit your copy of the slides. So I can see who has and hasn't done that. So all of you now need to go and do that immediately. Okay, so that's I'm just going to give you a minute or two to do that, and then I'm just going to monitor who is and is not doing that. So it's called Grade 6, Unit 6, Home-Based Learning. Okay. I'll add a notification for you now so that it should hopefully come through and tell you that you have a new assignment. So I'll just show you to make sure that you're looking in the right place. Okay. When you go onto materials, make sure you click on the little tab that says assignments and quizzes, and you can see it's that one there. Okay. And it is there. It's right there. Now, Teamy, this is not just for this unit, okay, and this topic, just for maths and for all your subjects. Obviously, Teamy's having a lot more traffic than it might normally do at the moment, so sometimes you have to refresh a couple of times. Just be patient with it. It will come up eventually. So let's just recap what we've done. We've opened that document and found our groups. We've made a copy of the guide. We've made a copy of the slide. Sorry, made a bookmark of the slide of the guide. We've gained a copy of the slides with your name and the title. And then you've submitted your slides, your copy, into the assignment on Teamy. Okay. Let's see who has done that. Now, when you submit it, please make sure that you don't need to keep it as a draft, because even after you submit it, you can still update that document. Okay, so please make sure it's submitted, not just a draft. Lucas was the first one to do that. Well done, Lucas. Aaron was the second. Quite a few of us not done that yet. Okay. Now, after you've done that, you'll see that there is the next thing to do. So should we keep going through the list of things to do? How are we all doing? Super laggy, I'm sure it is. Not sure why it's not updated. So next thing to do once you've done that is there is a data collection survey that you all need to fill in. The link is at the end of the Teamy post. So once you've submitted your assignment on Teamy, you've made a copy of the slides, bookmarked the guides, bookmarked the document, the remote learning document. The next thing you need to do very quickly is just a little quick data collection. We're going to do some data analysis later in the unit with the data that we collect from all the classes in grade 6. So you need to go and find the survey link, which is at the bottom of the team post, and everyone needs to open up and complete that now, please. Okay. If you have any questions, I'm just going to be waiting here. Otherwise, I'm just going to give you a few minutes to do those things. Okay. One. First. Because no one came after you. Yeah, 0 sibling. Which document are you talking about, Malcolm? So in a second, now we're all starting to finish this off. We are going to quickly meet in our groups that I assigned you on the document. And I'm just going to add those times to the post on Teamy. I'll also post them on here. And I've just got a little discussion question for you to just discuss in your groups. And then I'm going to check in with you just to see who's here and who's doing what at the following times. So I posted this, updated it onto the Teamy post. You might need to refresh. I'm also posting it into the comments, so you can see on the chat there. I just posted some times that I would like you to meet in those groups, and I'm going to meet each group at those times. So group 1, I'm going to meet 8:30, group 2, 8:35, group 3, 8:40, and group 4, 8:45. And then we're going to meet, and the whole group meet. Now, I'm also going to put the whole group meet link. I'm going to be there from 8:50 onwards. Now, whenever we have a whole group meet, you only need to log into that if you have something you want to ask me. So you don't just need to log in and sit there while you're doing work or while you're doing anything. That's only if you have something to ask. It's like a drop-in session. You can drop in, ask me a question, and then log out again once you've got your answer. Now, when you're in those groups, there is a document which I would like you to have a look at, just to start us off for today. Okay, I'm just going to post it. It's on Teamy, but I'm also going to post it in the comments. And all I want you to do in your groups, while you're waiting for me to come check in on you, is to have a look at that data and discuss, based on the information you have. I want you to and again, this is just a quick discussion article. It's just to decide who you think is the best runner and the worst runner from the data on there. And we're going to have a quick discussion about that. Also, when I check in with the groups, there'll be a chance for you to ask me any questions that you have. So you've got the group times there. I'll just remind you before I log out. Group 1, 8:30, so that's about 1 minute. Group 2, 8:35. Group 3, 8:40. Group 4, 8:45. I'm going to end the stream now, and I am going to go to those meet links, which are in the document that I shared earlier, which is the MS Mathematics document. Please make sure that you have got your group number and you meet at the given times. Okay, see you in your groups in a few minutes.